Welcome back to my channel, Moon Girl Tarot. It's your girl, Chris Marie, back with another weekly astrological and tarot report for January 8th through the 14th. Now, this is a very exciting week. We have the new moon in Capricorn, so we have new influences and tangible results that are coming with this hard work. We have Mercury changing signs into Sagittarius that is going to help elevate this manifestation thinking. And we do have a square in Neptune that is blocking some of these dreams, especially from outward people. But let's go ahead and take a closer dive into your week this week. If you would like to get a personal reading to find out more about what's happening to you, please go to my website at moongirltarot.com. Let's get started. Sun and Leo rising, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for January 8th through January 14th. Now, update, there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn. This is home of this cardinal-like energy, aware of this manifestation of these rewards coming into. Now, this is going to be January 11th through January 12th, so this midweek. Now, we do have Mars in Capricorn. Mars is the planet of drive and direction, and this is going to be a lucky break. So there is something that is going to happen during this midweek. And we're going to see what is going to be that fire, that like energy that is going to be directed and help you into that Leo, okay? Now, we have Mercury in Sagittarius, so we're going to have elevated thinking. We're going to have higher learning and so much more that you truly, truly want. Now, we're going to go into the new moon in Capricorn and do a reading and find out a little bit more, so make sure you stay to the end of the video. Okay, Leo Sun and Leo Rising, let's look at the overall theme, okay? The overall theme that is going to be coming here through this week. And we have victory, okay? Now, this is a very good energy. So when we have something that's victorious, when we have something that's winning, that we won, this means hard work. This means something that comes very, very close, okay? So let's take a look a little bit further into this energy. Now, your earth sector, your work and finance, and we're going to have so much of this earth sector that's going to be highlighted this week because of the new moon in Capricorn is an earth sign. So let's take a look and see with your work and finance what might be coming up here into that may be. And let's fine tune that for you. Let's get a little bit into that because you're definitely thinking about changing things. Okay, so when it comes to your work and finance, it's about that communication, that passion, that drive. So it is really going to be that Mars in Capricorn, that lucky break is really going to come in work. You're not going to get the best news when it comes to finance. Something else is going to require your attention, your money, okay? I know, Leo, that's not something you want to hear, but when it comes to your work and finance, you're unhappy when it comes to your work. You're unhappy when it comes to like your day-to-day job. You're bored, you're not stimulated, you're a little burnt out, right? And so the power in knowing this is that you can put this energy into something else. So when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to work and getting something better, you want to put your energy elsewhere. And we'll come back to that a little bit later. Now, Leo Sun and Leo Rising, when it comes to communications, when it comes to the earth sector, when it comes to communications to yourself, others, and even spiritual messages, let's take a look a little bit further and what I have here for you. Now, we have the Three of Wands. So this definitely comes out of communication, especially from Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde was in Capricorn and it was really tough. So let's talk about somebody else. Let's talk about who you're thinking about, who you're missing, okay? And is this person thinking about you? And I really think they are, okay? You're really like manifesting. Now, we have a square in Neptune in Pisces, and we'll go a little bit further about how that affects your emotions, but there is a block here, I see. I see that you're spending too much time in this dreamlike energy, right? And kind of waiting and hoping when really the reality has kind of been there for you, okay? So it doesn't mean that person is not going to come around. It just means that it is what it is at that time. Now, Leo, when it comes to those emotions, okay, when it comes to the things that are important to you and what might be coming up is this Four of Wands reverse. So this definitely represents, you know, your emotions with other people, your personal relationships, where they are, and you're taking it very, very hard. So I want to remind you the overall theme of this week is victory. And like I mentioned, it's going to be a tough week, and you might be having, this not the best of support, Leo, this week, coming from your spouse or coming from your partner or coming from the person that you can count on, emotionally speaking. But I want you to know that it is going to be an eye-opener, and it is going to help pivot. So I really feel that your Mars in Capricorn, this breakthrough, is helping you get out of this emotion, helping you get out of this mindset, and if anything, this relationship. So speaking of relationships, when it comes to passion, when it comes to love, when it comes to that fire sector, into that life, we have the Magician card upright, and this definitely represents new energy, manifestating. So victorious, you're finding out what you don't want. You're figuring out who's who and who is really coming through a little bit forward. So for single Leos and couple Leos, it's definitely an eye-opener of how can we improve the relationship, and of course what you really want in a relationship. When it comes to the new moon, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. Let's go a little bit further into this and dive in. So we know that there's something about other resources, right? When it comes to work and finance, when it comes to something else, what is something that might come through, if anything? Okay, so we have the bad news, if not something that is dissatisfied, right? But we have the Tower card reversed. So this is kind of line up. So when it comes to that work and finance, when it comes to the earth sector, you already know times are changing. You already know your number's up at this job, or you already know that you're not happy there. Like, things are going to change. So let's look at the overall theme. Since there's going to be so much dynamic to your earth sector, to your actual thing, and because the new moon is going to be in your 6th house of Virgo, so the acts of services to yourself and to others, boundaries are going to be extremely, extremely set. So I have happy family that comes through this, and this definitely represents, boundaries, Cancer-like energy, protection-like energy. So even though things are changing financially and to your ground, you really are starting to be able to come out on top of this and really trying to be better through this situation. And maybe, Leo, this is the change that you needed in family. This is the eye-opener that you needed to bring in this reunion and to bring in this, this love of energy. And remember, Mercury's in Sagittarius, so if this energy is coming from outside sources and you're not wanting to listen to it, give them a chance. They might have something to say and help get you to manifest a little bit better. Now, Leo, if you want me to help you out this week, definitely go to my website, moongirltarot.com, and set up a session with me, and I'll look forward to helping you then. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.